So where do we eliminate body fat and belly fat, tummy fat? Where do we eliminate the unwanted, disgusting fat? Hey everybody, I'm Brian Applied Fitness, and at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you specifically where you expend the body fat, where you expend the calories, and more importantly, how to do it the most effective and efficient way, because I've been doing this over 20 years, and that's the number one question I get, and that's why we specialize in fat loss and weight loss. All right, so first off, let's talk about what belly fat is. And when we say belly fat, we mean fat in general. It doesn't matter if it's belly fat, hip fat, fat in general, the subcutaneous adipose tissue that not only doesn't look appealing for vanity's sake, but more importantly can lead to health concerns such as cardiovascular disease, heart disease, diabetes. Certain cancers are associated with excess adipose tissue. So we really want to make sure that we really try and get our body fat percentage down to a healthy and attainable body fat. And we're not looking for any drop fat fast scheme, because what happens is typically when you drop fat fast, you gain it back. Sometimes you gain it back and you gain more back. So what we're looking for is sustainable fat loss through exercise that's going to help you achieve the goals. It's going to bridge the gap from where you're at now to where you want to go. So last episode we talked about nutrition. So if you missed that, we can link to the previous episode where we went deep dive into the nutrition and how nutrition is really one of the cornerstones, the three pillars to help you achieve your results. And as we always say, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. So if the nutrition is not on point, all the exercise in the world is not going to really help if you're eating more than you're consuming. All right, so let's talk about the science behind fat loss. So through exercise or movement, we expend calories. Those calories are burned in the body, and they are eliminated through, here's the answer to that question, through your lungs. Your lungs are actually where you expend the carbon dioxide. So when you're working out, you're burning the fat cells, you're burning the fat in the body. That's broken down ultimately to carbon dioxide and is eliminated when you exhale. So when we exercise, and that is why we are a proponent of HIIT training, which is high intensity interval training. And what that means to you is that creates the afterburn effect. And the afterburn effect, and here's again the science behind it, just so you know that there is a methodology behind this, is specifically and clinically called elevated post-exercise oxygen consumption. Again, I just call it the afterburn effect for simplicity's sake, but what that means to you is that after you do a high intensity interval workout, your body is burning more calories throughout a 24-hour period. Think of it like this. When you get on a treadmill or you do elliptical or you do cardiovascular exercise, that's great again for the cardiorespiratory system, and that's great for the heart and lungs. It has its place. But for fat loss and weight loss and dropping inches, you really want to do the muscle toning exercises, the strength training that spikes your metabolism, spikes your heart rate, and keeps it elevated throughout a 24-hour period. Again, elevated post-exercise oxygen consumption, blah, 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 aka afterburn effect. So that is why we train like that, because that's the most effective way. Second, for the science of exercise is the elevated post-exercise effect lasts for 24-hour periods. So even while you're sleeping or you're reading or whatever you're doing, you're burning more calories than you were before exercise. All right, so number one question we always get to on top of this is, what kind of exercise? And obviously, what kind of exercise is important when you're muscle toning. We never want to do isolation exercises, such as just arm curls or arm extensions, anything where you're just working one muscle group. We favor and tend to go towards bigger dynamic exercises where you're doing like a squat jump or a burpee or a push-up, where you're working your upper body, you're toning your shoulders, you're working your arms, you're working your core, or jumping jacks where you're toning your legs, you're working your inner and outer thighs. You're not just doing one muscle group at a time. The benefit to you for that is you're burning more calories, you're toning more muscle, and by toning that, the more muscle you tone, the more calories you expend back to the afterburn effect. So again, I hope we've kind of gone full circle for all of this, and I hope that makes sense. And last but not least is spot reduction. Unfortunately, doing 1,000 crunches, 1,000 sit-ups, doing 1,001 bicycle crunches is not going to reduce belly fat isolated into the tummy area. There's no such thing as that. That is dictated by Mother Nature in her infinite wisdom. She has gave us all a preponderance of weight gain in certain areas. For some of us, it's our tummy. For some of us, it's our hips, our thighs, our arms. So your body's gonna lose that weight throughout the whole body. You can't spot reduce. So that's why we like to work our bigger muscle groups, tone more muscle, burn more calories, blah, 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 afterburn effect, okay? So I hope that helps. So what have we talked about today? We talked about what belly fat or fat is in general. We talked about the science behind burning fat and how we actually eliminate it through our lungs. And last but not least, we talked about what kind of exercise is best. And I hope that helps. And if you found any value, I ask that you hit the subscribe button down below. And certainly leave a comment. If you have any questions or would like to know more exercises in particular to do, we will certainly respond back to you and give you all the information that you need to achieve your results. I'm Brian with Applied Fitness. Have a great day.